I bet. What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the Unathletic Podcast. It's your boy Justin. We got your host Augie. Go ahead, Big Blue. So now you want to do it. Will.
I was gonna say,
Nah,
yo,
Nah, we keeping that in there. I don't give a
I
fuck no
just,
more. And
what's
I
Sheen.
just
what's
left my
good?
play.
And then
What's
we
going
got
on?
Sheen. Because before
Uh,
it was called Big Blue. Now
uh,
nigga don't want to throw it up no more, bro.
no, you just literally saw me put my blanket
Man,
on the
shut up,
bed.
man. How
Yo,
y'all
you
feeling,
saw me put
man?
the blanket. Come on, man. You trying to ruin the day? Let's go. Of course, of course. Man, that's how I say we're starting off. We're gonna start off. Okay, let's get it. I like this. I like this. So, of what topics we going on today?
Today we're gonna talk about our off seasons as a team. We're gonna talk about our divisions off season since none of our teams are in the same division. So who wants
Most
to start
definitely,
us off?
most definitely.
Before
So,
actually,
go ahead,
no,
Will.
I'm not gonna start. I'm the closer. I got the best off season. I'm a closer.
Okay, you got the best offseason. You say you're the closer? Alrighty. I can go first, or Justin or Sheen want to go first.
I mean, Big Blue, my fault. I
Oh,
apologize.
that's crazy.
Nah, let's just jump right into it. Nigga said he had the best all season. That's crazy.
Word up. I want to
Okay,
hear
You
let's
it.
gotta
get
you
let's
gotta
get to
explain that.
wait.
Nah,
You want to go
nah,
ahead?
yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nah, what?
Your
Stand
team
on
looks
it.
closest to the your team looks closest to the garbage. Just gotta say that. Just I gotta say that.
Right? Sheen, you believe the Ravens had a better offseason than the Jets?
No, because we didn't need as much improvement as you guys.
Y'all
But
lost a lot and didn't bring back in that much. So,
It's debatable.
Augie, you think the Giants had a better offseason than the Jets?
Off season,
Yes, offseason in general.
we include the draft, right?
That's including the draft. Malik Bum. I mean,
Yes.
Neighbors. I apologize.
That's insane.
Not
That's
better than Garrett
insane.
Wilson. He's not better than Garrett Wilson, but I'll let him develop as a young talent.
It's his rookie season. I can't say nothing crazy, but we know what we can do. What's it called? What he
Hey,
did.
Sauce Gardner
You know
showed
what
us a lot what you could do in your rookie season, just to let you know.
Okay.
What about you, Justin? You think y'all had a better offseason than us?
We had one of the top off seasons, so it's debatable.
All right, so before we break down everybody's offseason, rank everybody in here's offseason 1 to 4.
random ass number.
It's
One
4
being
people.
the
You
high,
said 1 to 4.
being
You said 1 to 4.
one being the
1
the
being
high,
who
the
had
lowest.
the best, 4 being who
Oh,
had
okay.
the
One
best
being
out
who
of
had the best.
everybody in here.
4 Ravens,
Okay.
3 Giants, 2 Jets, 1 Chargers. But that's interchangeable.
About off season, right?
So that's the draft
Yeah.
and free agency.
Okay, I'm just trying to think a little bit about the Chargers because they did get that new head coach. You know what I'm saying? So they did make some
We
moves right off.
cleaned house. We got a new head coach. We got a new GM.
But
Put
did
it
y'all
this way.
really have the best out of all 3 of us? Or out of 4 of
I
us?
think adding just Jim Harbaugh and Joe Horitz, knowing how bad our coaching and GM staff was, yeah, I do.
So what you got the rankings, Augie?
My opinion, the off season, right? The off season, I probably got the Jets 4. I got the Ravens probably 3. And then I'll say the off season, just as an overall pick of what team each made a team more better from last season. I think I put Giants at number 1 and the Chargers number 2 because Giants I think
Oh, so
improved the
niggas is
most.
biased. So
I'm
niggas
not.
is fucking
That was the
biased.
most
That's not.
biased
Like,
I've
That,
ever
Yo,
heard.
that's
bro,
not even
yo, bro,
biased.
yo,
I'm
bro.
biased.
Yo,
Not
how
even
did y'all niggas get better when Daniel Jones
No,
is still a
no. Hold
quarterback?
on. Okay,
That's a
that's
fact.
debatable. That's debatable. That's debatable because, like I said,
Y'all
that
lost
job. That
Saquon.
hold on.
Y'all lost Saquon.
Okay, but
Darren Waller might retire.
we picked up
Daniel
the.
Jones is still your
Okay.
quarterback.
Okay.
Let's see. Receiver Jalen Hyatt ain't do shit his rookie year, so we don't know what the fuck to base that off.
Because he played with 3 quarterbacks.
All the more, and y'all didn't do shit at quarterback. You still have a
Okay,
quarterback
hold
problem.
on.
Wilson played with 4.
You
He played with
you're
3 too.
you're attacking the Giants, but like you didn't let me explain why is that my reasoning. You had your reasoning, but you jumped the gun right away. Why my reason is number 1?
So y'all niggas didn't get better.
You don't give me. You don't let me say nothing. So you don't even hear what I
How
got.
did y'all get better?
What,
How did y'all get better? All right, how did y'all
from
get
last
better?
season?
Let
From
me
last
check
season.
this
Hold
out.
on. Hold up. From last season, right? We're talking about from last
Mhm.
season, right?
Mhm.
As an overall team, Giants got better in this list from last season because first of all, we got rid of Saquon. Yes, it's sad to get rid of Saquon, but he wanted a lot of money, right? We
Mhm.
replaced him with we got Devin Singletary. We expect minimum of like
Downgrade.
ab- definitely a downgrade, but it's not like oh Devin Singletary is like I'm stomping on him and Saquon's up here.
No.
Yes,
Okay,
it is.
it's like right here. It's like right here.
Saquon
No,
is he's Saquon look
it's
like your favorite
but
streamer, and
what
Devin
what we
Singletary is
what
a
we
little
needed,
Jimmy in the lobby.
but what we needed is we couldn't give Saquon what he wanted. So it's a loss from last season because we signed Daniel Jones. That's another day to live to talk about. We ain't gonna talk about that price. But you talking about Daniel Jones, this and that. First of all, that position, we've seen that position get replaced in midseason. Whatever we gotta do. If Drew Lock gotta come in, we gotta come in. And if he shows, and if in camp season he shows like the best quarterback for that job, put him in. Put him in. Let him play with this. Let
Before
him
you
play
get
Okay.
too
with
into
this.
Wait, hold
Hold
detail,
up.
on. Well, but wait, hold on.
but he's
Before
going
you
into detail.
go
But
anywhere,
I
bro.
mean, I want him to be able to have this for his
Come on,
thing.
let
Okay,
me.
you're right. But you said you mentioned Drew Lock, right? If Drew Lock got to come in, he got to come
No,
in,
no, 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 no,
correct?
no, 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 no. Hold on. I didn't say that. I said if he performs in the camp and as the
Yeah,
coaches
you
see he's a
said if
better
Drew Lock got to
quarterback
come
than
in. If you
Daniel
said if Drew
Jones,
Lock got to come in, he got to come in, right?
I respectfully if the guy fits for the job better, he got to be in that damn position to play.
All right, boom. So okay, so let's just name some Drew Lock stats then, because if
Let's
he's
get
that much better than
no,
Daniel
no, no,
Jones,
no.
or if he wins
He's
that
not
job,
better
right?
than Daniel Jones because I don't know what he performed in camp, but I said if he got to come in. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying
Okay.
I want Daniel Jones to play. I want Daniel Jones because you know what I got in my class. I believe in this dude, but
Mhm.
like I said, the injuries is always right there. You know where they at. So like I'm still I'm still curious with him, but like I still said, I want Daniel Jones to play. But if Drew Lock gotta come in, Drew Lock gotta come in.
And do you
Let's
think that would be better?
fuck. I think Daniel Jones got a better arm. He definitely got a better arm.
What?
But
Bro. All right.
and he
Okay.
got the legs. And he got the legs. When Daniel Jones wants to hit the guy, Daniel's gonna hit the guy. But that pressure that O line, you know what I'm saying? We got some O linemen. We're not gonna get there yet. Like I said, we're talking about off season who got really better, right?
Okay,
Too.
so that's your
We're talking
list.
about
That's your list, all right?
Oh,
Because I don't want
yeah,
you to go
yeah.
too into detail about
Okay,
what
yeah.
you
Let
have
me
for
let me
your
stop.
list.
Let me realize, man,
Until
going crazy over here talking about, oh, you
Oh,
crazy, being biased.
I
But
don't
he
just
put
say
his
you
Chargers
didn't
at number one, didn't he?
you I also said it was interchange. I also said it was interchangeable. You didn't say how y'all got better. You said y'all picked up a quarterback who's the backup to a trash quarterback.
No, no,
That's
no,
not
no,
getting
no, no,
better.
no. I,
You
I didn't
downgraded
I
that
didn't
running
I
back.
didn't
It's
even
not
I
getting
didn't even
better.
get crazy. We got definitely more weapons for what's your
Okay,
quarterback.
name them.
Malik Neighbors, Wendell
Okay.
Robinson, Jalen Hyatt being, and then I can see Darius Slayton too.
Wendell was there for Daniel Jones. Slayton was there for
But not for
Daniel
long.
Jones.
Daniel Jones was
Jalen
hurt.
Hyatt was there for 100%. He was also there for the other three
But
quarterbacks.
hold up,
That's not really getting better.
it's not debatable that Malik Neighbors is gonna open up the field more for Jalen Hyatt now. You
No,
think? I'm
yeah,
telling
you
you,
got Malik. You got Malik. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but no, just thinking about having Malik on the field, and then okay, our O line improved. We got Jermaine off the Raiders. No, 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 off the Raiders. We just picked up what's it called, offensive guard. That guy's a
Yeah.
Pro Bowler. I think so. He
Mhm.
was a Pro Bowler and yeah, he's a Pro Bowler. I got my notes not up right now. I can't read it right now, but I'm just spinning
that's
off
why
the
I'm
head.
trying to cut it because I don't want you to go too into detail until you could really
Yeah,
get
yeah,
into
we
detail
good.
Okay,
about your
okay,
whole
okay.
team.
All right, have
I'm,
your own. Yeah, yeah.
I'm,
That's just me. If y'all think different, comment it in bottom. In the chat, comment.
don't waste a
If
comment
y'all
on that.
disagree with me, hey,
All right.
On Giants. Sheeny,
comment.
what you
Um,
got? What you got ranked?
We know what we
One through
stick
four.
together.
go ahead, bro. Your big
I'm gonna be
move.
real.
You see,
I feel like out of all of our
you see
teams
right
going
there.
into the next season, the Giants still got the most issues to address out of all of us.
So you got them at four.
So I got them at 4. Now the Jets draft was, I'm gonna put y'all at 3. Y'all draft was okay, but you know what I mean, really injuries was y'all problem. So it's not like y'all could have did any
That's
like
what I
only
had him too. I had Jets at 3, didn't I? Or I
You
had
got
Jets
us
at
at
4.
four.
Okay, okay, okay.
So
That's what I was debating between. I've been debating between the Ravens and what's it called, and the Jets being at 4.
that's why I'm standing with the Jets. At number two, I'm gonna go with Baltimore because we had a great draft. Wasn't too much we needed to do, but we definitely attacked the areas we needed to. And number one, I get it to the Chargers. I feel like they're gonna have a good improvement. Again, for most of us, like I feel like injuries got in the way.
Yeah, injuries was in the way.
I'm not gonna lie. For me, my list was I got the Giants at 4. Like you said, I feel like they still have a lot of holes to plug in compared to the other teams. I got the Chargers at 3 off the fact that that team, if they're well coached like Jim Harbaugh is projected to do, they're amazing, but just talent wise, what they did in the offseason, it didn't really plug the holes like we thought they would have. But at the end of the day, that's still a team. I mean, you might disagree, and when you explain your team out, I mean, but
Okay.
what I'm just
Okay.
saying is like I just feel like it's like honestly, it's like the Chargers right now remind me of like the Golden State Warriors. It's like on paper, the people they brought in aren't like, whoa, they brought this guy and they brought that guy. But if they're coached the right way, they'll be able to be that guy that we expect, just like the Warriors brought in. Two, I got the Ravens because the Ravens, like you said, they didn't have that many pieces to fill, but they did lose a few pieces that they only addressed in the draft. And then one, I got Big Green, Gang Green.
Oh yeah, no, we got a big blue and then we
Ah,
got a big
yeah.
green.
Nah, but the Jets draft, our draft wasn't eye popping. We still got an A minus for some way I didn't think we would have got, but I will talk about that. Like I said, injuries was our biggest problem. Our quarterback went down 3 plays in. Our offensive line were probably on 7 strings at the end of the season. We had people we didn't expect to play that start playing. Depth at receiver was an issue. Tight end depth. We just addressed a lot of things this offseason on the offense, and we didn't even need to address defense, but we did. So I got us at 1.
Okay.
I don't really know what y'all did with the free agency.
We brought in the best left tackle in free agency. We traded for one of the best right tackles in the league. We traded for Hassan Reddick, one of the best edge rushers in the league. We pretty much beefed up our line in free agency. That's because that's the only issue we had was our offensive line and our quarterback. Oh, and we brought in Tyrod Taylor as a backup, so not mad at that. So 1, 2, 3 looks like Aaron Rodgers, Tyrod Taylor, Jordan Travis. So I'm not mad at that at all.
The Giants should be.
But that's my rankings. All right, so want to move on. Who wants to go first with their off season? Go into detail with their off season.
Off. You want to go talking about the off season?
Yeah, and your off season acquisitions, who you lost, the division, what some people slight moves, the people didn't division, any big moves, and just what you think the records in your division is gonna be.
I got some things to talk about.
All right, got the floor.
I got some things to say. Well,
Cool.
with the Giants, picking up probably one of the best wide receivers in that draft, I think that's a solid pickup. Hold on, let me raise up my chair up real quick. It's about to get serious.
Oh, okay, Professor Augie about to get the
I just, I
quarterback.
just, I just want to talk about my team and how I'm looking at it from this. That's it. Y'all disagree? Y'all disagree? Comment below. So all I gotta say is Malik Neighbors. I, like I said, I always said we're gonna get rooms, but if Malik Neighbors lands to us, I said it that morning that I texted to Chargers fan. You know what I'm saying? I texted him. I was like, "Yo, we getting Malik Neighbors." He's like, "Don't even put that shit in the air." He knows he said that, and I said, "You might get a what's it called, old lineman or something." I said that. He's like, "Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that." But Malik Neighbors is a great pickup for Giants. On the other hand, just opens up our field. His stats are, his stats are last season are insane for college. We're not, we're definitely gonna see double team in him. That's what I really got saying. Like, it really gonna open up our field for Wendell Robinson. Definitely gonna be a nice route runner for us, like those slants for 5 yards, get us those 15 yards that we need, to get that first down. Because Giants' problem was last year too. Like previous 2 years, it gets to first second down, we don't do nothing. It's already 3rd and 10 right away, and we saw too many close games like that. We don't have the movement. nobody's getting open too quick. Darius Slayton was always getting boxed. He dropped a couple passes, but that's on the other hand. I don't know why we keeping him, but we might keep him. So, uh, what else? What else? What else? What else? What's it called? What else we moved? We picked up what's his name? Theo Johnson, I think so.
Mhm.
The tight end.
Yeah.
I think if if they saying Darren Waller might leave, might retire, that's okay. That's a great pickup. Like I said, he's coming with the mindset of being a great blocker. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's gonna be great for Devin Singletary too. Just having him in the backfield. Even Tracy Jr. I think so. What's his name? We have another. We just picked him up. Hold up, give me a second. I had the notes just scrolled up right here. What's his name? Tracy Jr. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up. Tyrone Tracy Jr. I was right. Sorry, that's on me. What's it called? In Purdue, he rushed 113. He had 113 carries for 1760. What's it called? 716 yards, averaging 6.3. You know what I'm saying, per carry. That's pretty solid guy to have behind Singletary. You know what I'm saying? So that's a great pickup. Just a solid pickup. And his receiving stats are, his last season. It's like he had 28 receptions for 198 yards, averaging what's it called 7.1. It's okay. It's nothing crazy, but it's not bad. And like I said, let's get back to what's it called to the tight end situation. Talking about Darren Waller. If Darren Waller doesn't leave, I'm happy. He his archetype, his build, this guy should be good. But I don't know what's going on with him mentally. We ain't gonna talk about it. We can talk about it. It's Shorty left. You know what I'm saying? Shorty left. But he's going. We saw what the fuck going on right after the season ended. We're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I was clowning him, but I wasn't really clowning him. I was like, bro, this dude really want to be a rapper. Nobody's listening to this shit. Not to hate. Like ain't it. Then he started doing TikToks. A little too much emotion. Something. Then Shorty divorced him. Shit was crazy. So
Shit is
in my
not
opinion,
fucking good.
you not you divorced her. You don't gotta do. I don't think they have a kid together, right?
Nah.
No. So you really, what I'm saying, get to the grind. What I'm saying, play ball. Get that clear your mind up. You know what I'm saying, get this mind up in the gym. Get back to balling, man. Giants believe in you. If you listen to this, maybe one day I believe in you, Dan Waller. If you don't want to leave, don't leave. But Bellinger, I think Bellinger's a great what's it called? A substitute just in case, because Bellinger dude just improved, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a great blocker, and he can run. What's it called? He can catch the ball if we need him on those fucking 3rd and 5s, 3rd and 6. He's definitely those nice slant runs. What's it called, guy? So if we want to talk about our predictions, what's it called for next season? Being as this guy, weird. His team ain't gonna be better than this. You know what I'm saying?
Don't we got a bet? We got a bet on the line, right?
What's the bet?
Who team goes further? We doubled or nothing, or we doubled it.
No, we didn't
We did.
double
Oh, you're
nothing.
scared
No,
now. You're scared now.
I'm not scared. I'm not scared. But my team has a really questionable quarterback. Your team does too. Ain't gonna lie. Aaron Rodgers could be something happening. But he came back. He came back. He's an alien. That's all I gotta say. Another
Nigga.
conspiracy. But hold up. Let's get back to what's it called. Me talking about what my predictions are gonna be this season. What's it called? Our record and who we're being in the division. I think we're gonna beat the Cowboys twice. Yes, yes. That's crazy. They did. What's it called? They're gonna have a good defense coming back. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's coming back from the injuries. But I don't believe in Dak and Zeke. I don't. I don't.
Wait,
I don't
let
believe
me
it.
let me ask you a question. So,
Hold up. I can't go through my list.
not because it's a quick question. It's not like no long. You tell
Go
me
ahead. Go ahead.
you believe in Daniel Jones more than Dak Prescott?
this team, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm taking the shots, taking the risk with this opinion. I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But I think we're gonna beat them twice. And I think we're gonna beat the Eagles once and the Redskins twice.
So you
I
got the
think y'all
Giants
finished
going.
third in y'all division.
That's 5 wins just in
You're
your
gonna go
division.
5-1.
Yeah. With this squad, in my prediction, but I want to see the schedule, and I think we're gonna win at least 9 games. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna win at least 9 games.
And so you're telling me if y'all beat the Cowboys twice,
I think we're gonna beat them
you
twice.
beat the Eagles once, and you sweep the Commanders.
Recording. Nah, that's all I got. Got order.
You telling me you
Come
do
on,
all that
close the
and
door.
go
Close the door, bro.
you go 5-1 throughout your division. You only got y'all winning 9 games.
Real opinion, I said 10, but realistically, I say 9. Yes, I got the Cowboys losing us twice. There's blood, bro. There's blood on from that 40-0, man.
Yeah, I was about to
If
say they
Giants don't,
did beat your
if
49.
Giants don't come back swinging, and hey, everybody saw that man. What's it called? Thibodeau picture come out of him jacked in the gym. This man's ready. We're coming for Dak's life, and you know how we play. We play crazy.
All
Relax,
right,
relax, relax.
all
Everybody's
right.
questioning everybody's questioning he might be on steroids, but I'm saying he you know what I'm saying, I don't know. That ain't my judgment to make.
Dog meme.
But relax, buddy. He's a great what's it called player. And Giants just gotta come back going crazy. That's all I gotta say. And
Sound good.
if you disagree, comment below. That's all I gotta say. Come on.
Definitely comment below. I see the Eagles sweeping you.
Facts.
I see
Y'all
Commanders
see that?
stealing one on you.
Is that a green
Y'all,
screen?
y'all might still want them.
Alrighty, so who we going with we got the Chargers?
So what do you think your divisions are gonna finish? Like, what do you got the Eagles record this year?
I think the Eagles, being a biased, Giants fan still, I think they're gonna be on top. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna win the division. Just being, I have to be honest. Like I said, there's still there's a lot of loopholes with the Giants team. Like Daniel Jones, is he gonna be healthy? Is he gonna really? You know what I'm saying? You hate it, but you know what I'm saying. When we saw Daniel
Mm,
Jones when he's healthy, you know what I'm
Just
saying?
hating.
Okay,
to put my little 2 cents in, I think the Cowboys gonna win that division. I think the Cowboys gonna take that division.
what you guys think? Comment
I
below.
disagree off
What
the
do you?
fact that the only team that doesn't look scared to spend money is the Eagles.
Yeah,
Like
you're right.
The
You're right.
Cowboys are pretty much coming back with the same team. Besides, they lost Michael Gallup, which Michael Gallup was a big piece. He might not
And
be on the
Tony
stat
Pollard,
sheet. Tony Pollard's gone. They brought back Zeke. So you're like the Cowboys.
Micah's still on the team.
They still got their
So
Yeah, that
cornerstone
reminds
missing,
me.
but what?
Who y'all bringing, Augie, for this whole season? Free agency. No?
Brian Burns, I think. Who bringing?
Who y'all
Yeah.
bring in?
I know y'all got
Who y'all
some money to
sign?
play with.
What's it called? I think we saw Brian Burns. We signed him.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we signed, like I said, the what's it called? The offensive right guard, Jermaine, something his last name I forgot. I just had it up. The what's it called? The right guard, the Pro Bowler. We signed him. I just don't know the pricing, how much we really signed him for. What else did we sign?
They signed two. Y'all beefed up the line pretty much, just to summarize it.
Yeah. We just picked up what we really needed. We picked
Some
up
key
a couple.
pieces.
Would
Yeah.
y'all rather get like a top tier receiver or just a bunch of plugins?
Well, we got both.
What
We got
top-
plugins for
What top tier you got?
what top tier and what?
Receiver.
In
you got?
offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, wide receiver. Oh, okay. No.
No.
We got Malik. We got
Nope.
Malik
No.
Neighbors.
Don't do
He's
Let
that.
that shit fly,
bro,
Augie. Say that shit with
yo,
pride.
Malik Neighbors is going over 1,000 yards. Love it, hate me. I said it here fucking first. He's having over 1,000 yards.
That's not a
Hold
feat.
on.
That's not a big feat.
Yeah.
And Jalen Hyatt, first game of the season, is gonna have a touchdown. That's all I gotta say.
Fuck over 1,000 yards. Bro, Augie, put your foot down. Say that nigga going over
No, no,
1,300.
no,
Say he
no,
going
no.
over
I'm being
1,300.
Bro,
realistic.
a
I'm being
thousand,
realistic
a thousand.
because
It's not. It's not.
because we
That's
still
what I'm
because we
saying. Because
still
1,000 yards is like, especially with 17 games now,
but
it's
we
like,
need
man,
somebody like that. We will need somebody to open up the field. We don't need okay, if he gets 1,200, he gets 1,200. I want him to like I said, play like you played in college. Freely run, be open. Run those routes. We need somebody to if we get somebody to get double team on the offensive line. I mean, what's it go? Offensive. If we get somebody double teamed as like a wide receiver, it will open up everybody else. It will really be dangerous because when we had Saquon, we was always running this damn team to Saquon. That's all we was focusing, and it was too much. 90% of the time we ran the ball, and it was so easy to predict that.
I
So I
mean,
think
that was all
having
y'all.
now,
That was all y'all had though.
that's what I'm saying. And then people crying about it. Oh, y'all sad about losing Saquon. It is sad to lose a player like that, but like a running back position could be replaced. It could be
Okay.
replaced. New faces bring up new hypes, new faces in the locker room, new movement, people, new connections talking. I think we need a new locker talk. You know what I'm saying? New people in that locker we need it. Just having
All right.
certain people, and
Will doing
it is sad
a
to lose
bunch of
Saquon
extra
though.
shit
We
right
gotta
now.
put
It
some
seems
lotion
like he
on.
ready to go. So go
We gotta
ahead.
put some lotion on.
Yeah. All right,
Gotta
Will. Go
blur it
ahead.
out because we're not sponsored. You feel me?
No free promo.
No free promo. No free promo. You smell good though. This shit's strong. Oh, you want me to go now?
Yeah, nigga.
Number one off season. You want us to go?
Go, Nick. Yes.
Oh man, where do I start with the Jets off season, brother? The draft.
Well, let them
Honestly, the
know
only
what
thing
you
the Jets
know.
didn't address in this offseason was we have no depth at tight end. But
Okay.
you could get a tight end at Costco if you want one. Tight end is a easy to get position. I love Tyler Conklin. Tyler Conklin, that's my guy. But through free agency, we addressed our offensive line because that was the biggest issue besides that quarterback play, which we had a
Mhm.
backup quarterback starting the whole year. Still
Mhm.
love Zach Wilson. That's my guy. I hope he beats the Jets this year, truthfully. We addressed the line.
Okay, I got a question for you on that note. Then you just bringing up Zach Wilson out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I just got a question, just a question. So y'all let go of Zach Wilson. He did okay. He didn't do the best. You know, so what do you think his performance is gonna be on the Broncos now? Like of him being there with the new faces, with the new coaching,
I
and you
think
think he's gonna have better what's it called stats than last season?
yes,
That's my
100%,
question for you.
100%. If he's a starter, I definitely
Okay.
think. I think he doubles his production as a Jet.
Okay.
With Sean Payton, I think Sean Payton is one of the few offensive masterminds in the league. He'd be able to develop a young quarterback, something the Jets haven't been able to do since the Renaissance. So, I think that's honestly great. I mean, we've only seen Zach Wilson play behind active Aaron Rodgers for a month, but I mean, he changed completely in a matter of 3-4 months of Aaron Rodgers being a Jet before he went down.
Do you think he's gonna start over Bo Nix?
I mean, yeah, it's a preseason job. Whoever
You're right.
excels in the preseason is gonna get that job no matter what.
You're right.
Which I mean, Bo Nix is I'm pretty sure older than Zach Wilson. That might be his uncle or something. We don't know, but I mean, I don't think Bo Nix is all that. I think he's just a future backup. I think he's just gonna be a universal backup if anything. But we
True.
signed
True.
debatably one of the best offensive tackles in our generation, and Tyron Smith. We went and called Baltimore, stole their right tackle Morgan Moses back. They stole him from us. We signed John
Yeah.
Simpson from the Ravens, so we got a Ravens front. Elijah Vera
Yeah, I
comes
missed
back,
that place.
one of the few young talents in the league that just can't stay healthy. But if he does, Joe Tippmann showed potential last year as a Jet. I'm gonna botch his name. I definitely am. First round we
Alua.
got Fasho. It's Fashu, I think. I think it's Fashu. Played college ball, 373 snaps, gave up no sacks, which is ridiculous. He had a 78 PFF grade in college, which was I think third in college. He's a consensus All American. He'd just be the best Giant if he's a Giant at the end of the day. But we don't have a second round pick. Thank you to Aaron Rodgers, grandpa ass. Third round we went and got Malachi Corley from I believe North Carolina, but he's definitely gonna be a gadget guy. We're not gonna expect him to go downfield and make big plays. He's gonna be the guy that catches the ball 3 yards and take it another 30. Probably, honestly, the Jets probably steal the Niners' play style with him, like they do with Deebo Samuel, because they have the same build and same play style. So that'll be fun to watch. We signed my favorite quarterback in the draft, Jordan Travis. Second favorite because I would have loved Michael Penix not going to 7. But
That was crazy.
that sucks. Or he went 8, 7, 8, whatever. But we got Jordan Travis, Heisman finalist. Disgusting injury.
He's the one who had a apparent left arm injury, right? Or level, what is it? He also went down
I
with
think
the.
he like broke his leg or like.
I'm about to say, then he tear his leg off.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, like,
So he had an arm issue and a leg issue.
So, but he's not expected to touch the field no time soon.
Great to see behind Aaron Rodgers though.
And Tyrod Taylor, because he's a quarterback that can run. So Tyrod Taylor will be able to help him on the move. But
Yeah, definitely.
Tyrod Taylor, we gotta kind of get the rust out of him from being on a poverty franchise in New York last year. So we gotta help him get back to what he was before he got to the Giants. That's might be a little tough. We traded for Hassan Reddick, so the Giants should be thanking us that he can stop terrorizing them 2 years later. I'm waiting for my thank you, Augie. Thank you for taking Hassan Reddick. What's up?
Yo, Shin, you alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, I'm
Why
about
you
to say you keep
growling?
breathing mad hard. I'm saying I know everybody else was hearing that.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I was ignoring it and just talking. You know, I was just going and going and going and going and going.
I was trying to, but nah, it sounded like nigga fell asleep, bro. Alright.
You know,
Green screen. I go ahead. Well, my bad.
fun fact about Jordan Travis, two-time all conference with basketball. So he's an athlete. At the end of the day, he's gonna be back
Yeah,
on the Jets, winning Super Bowls. Every Super Bowl ring getting tatted on my finger. It will be there.
Lock that in. Lock that in.
Lock it. Write it down. I don't give a fuck.
Lock that in. I expect you to be a man of your word.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
ring on my finger.
You caught it. You caught it.
That's just gonna look like baby.
You gotta stand on it.
Nothing on it for the rest of his life because he ain't winning one.
Oh, facts.
Go ahead, my bad. I had to say it. He said facts. I got some questions for you too, Shane. You better be ready.
You getting bombarded because y'all might have the most overrated MVP ever, but we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna skip past, bro. We're gonna skip past. I'm gonna go back to what I'm saying. Cause
That's some bullshit, anyways.
Lamar, I don't want to debate right now.
let's stay on.
Me and you will argue all day.
Talk about the Jets. Let's talk about the
Lamar
Jets.
Jackson. Anyways,
Talk about the Jets.
I don't even want to talk about the Jets. I'm mad now.
So what? You done?
So hold on. So what's your predictions of the Jets record gonna be
We're going
like?
13-5. We're going 13-4. 13-4.
13-4. Yo,
Lucky you
clip
get
that, record that.
less.
We're gonna come back to this
13-4.
when the schedule drops.
12-5. 13. The schedule drop next week when we play people,
Next
but we know who we're playing. It just came out actually. The Jets have the third weakest schedule in the league. Came out today.
So what's your prediction in the division? Who y'all beating?
The Bills definitely dropping to 9-8. They lost so much that I didn't notice, but like they lost Jordan Poyer to the Dolphins, which is kind of sucks. But they lost Tre'Davious White, they lost Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis. They only brought in Curtis Samuel, so it's gonna be Khalil Shakir, what's his name?
He's solid. He's solid though.
Yeah, I think you got it right. Shakir.
Yeah,
True,
But
Shakir.
Shakir.
but how solid is he going to be as the number 2 option? Because I mean, is it
A
that
lot of
hard to
pressure.
be the number 3 behind next to Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis? That opens up the field alone, no matter who you put there. So
Most
now he's going to
definitely.
actually have to work there. They got Curtis Samuel, which is going to be a great deep threat. He's going to be able to run these jet sweeps and whatnot, so that'll be nice. Not for me, but for them. But they just lost so much. They
They
lost,
did.
and then they're still eating up on Von Miller's contract. He hasn't been productive. He hasn't played that much. So I got them going 9-8, 8-9. I don't see them really being a factor in the league unless Josh Allen takes that extra step. If Josh Allen doesn't cut back on turnovers, yeah, they're in trouble. They're not going to be able to be in a game down 21 in the fourth quarter like they used to be able to. It's not happening anymore. The Dolphins is the real issue because the Dolphins got a lot better. Like they got scary better. Like, I didn't notice. So the Jets and the Dolphins this year definitely be a good thing if Aaron Rodgers is healthy. If Aaron Rodgers stays healthy, like the Dolphins, they added Jordan Brooks, they added Aaron Brewer, Kendall Fuller, Shaq Barrett. They added Anthony Walker, Jonnu Smith on offense. So the defense got better, which was the biggest problem on them. They get Jalen Phillips back this year. They already have Bradley Chubb. The Dolphins is pretty nasty this year. I'm pretty scared. Which I don't know. Like in the draft, they really addressed this. Still, they got depth at rushers. They got drafted a couple rushers, a couple tackles. The Dolphins, I see them being a problem for the Jets. I see them and the Jets interchanging at number 1. Like they're both going to win double-digit games. I see them both sitting at 11 or 13.
Okay.
Okay.
The Patriots, I went 17. Bums. I think they.
17 is crazy.
I think Drake May is a long shot.
Yeah.
I don't think you draft him as a day 1 starter. Jacoby Brissett did go back there, so I mean,
You could have started.
I do think Drake May should be sitting behind Jacoby Brissett, but Drake May is like 64 years old, so he doesn't have that much time left in the league.
Jacoby.
They got Antonio Gibson, so they got somebody to play with Ramondre since they lost Zeke. But they really didn't do that much this offseason, like to address their needs. Like they still didn't. KJ Osborne's the only receiver they picked up. I don't see. Yeah, KJ Osborne is a great receiver, but I mean, you're still getting number 2 receivers to fill the void at receiver. That's not gonna happen. Juju, he had a terrible season. Kendrick Bourne was a bright spot. Can't remember who the other guy was last year. He actually went off in fantasy for a couple of weeks, then tore his Achilles, I believe. I think Augie, you had him. Can't remember his name.
Was it Douglas? Was it Demario Douglas?
Demario Douglas. That was the only bright spot at receiver for a couple games. They lost him. But they did resign linemen. They got new linemen in, so they'll be all right. But I don't see them really winning that. They're going to be like 4-13, 5-12. But their future, they got their future back. They have a future.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that is going to be when you got Sharks in your division. The Jets are going all in. I mean, if it doesn't look right, if we're going 4-3 by the deadline, I see a big move coming. A big storm.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to play the whole season?
Yeah, 100%.
The whole season, you think Aaron Rodgers is going to play?
Okay.
This isn't like his shoulder injury.
It's a big injury coming off. You know, at his age, that's an injury. No,
that's best case scenario as a quarter. Not best, but like I mean, it's that you tear a ligament on your shoulder, you're done. He's done. That's 16, 17 months. You're not coming back from that. But I mean, Achilles injury, he goes from Aaron Rodgers to Peyton Manning. Now he's a pocket passer. He's not rolling out as much. I mean, I'm not mad at that.
But it's just saying conspiracy. Just saying conspiracy. What if he gets hurt? What are y'all looking like if he gets hurt?
You have Tyrod Taylor.
Are y'all still making that playoff run?
Yeah.
Tyrod Taylor?
Literally, quarterback position, like obviously Aaron Rodgers makes the Jets an elite team. But without Aaron Rodgers, bro, this team is not the same, but it's close to the Niners as talent around.
Yeah, y'all did have close.
Mike Williams literally makes a quarterback's job easy, throwing the ball down the field. Now you
Okay,
got
so we bringing up. Okay, hold on. You bringing up Mike Williams? I got another question for you then. Okay, you bringing up
Best
Mike
50-50 jump
Williams?
ball in the league.
What do you think his stats are gonna be looking like with Aaron Rodgers playing? Is he gonna be that one wide receiver? He all relies on, or is he gonna be looking at Garrett Wilson more than
Garrett
Mike
Wilson's gonna
Williams?
be young reliable instead of old reliable. Garrett Wilson's gonna.
Okay.
I mean, Garrett Wilson just led the second in the league in targets. I don't see why stop. Garrett Wilson's definitely your intermediate guy. You keep him 6, 7, 5 yards in, let him get the ball. Mike Williams is here to take the top off the defense. That's all he's gonna do. Mike Williams is gonna have he might not even have 1,000-yard season with people like, oh, you don't have 1,000 yards, you're bad. But Mike Williams might have 50 catches, 800 yards, and 12 touchdowns. Mike Williams is literally just gonna be there to run a deep post, a streak. He's gonna. Don't get me wrong. He could run a little curl route and just teabag you. Like he could do it all, but
He's up and go get it. What's it
yeah,
called?
he's like Mike Evans. He's a young Mike
Throw it up.
Evans.
Throw it up. I'm gonna try and go get it.
That's in the league.
You need somebody on the field like that.
Yeah, that's something we missed last year. I mean,
I think going back to Big Blue, that's what Jalen Hyatt's gonna be looking like for us next season.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
the thing is,
Not-
Jalen Hyatt's gonna beat you with his feet.
That's what I'm saying. He's gonna send it and I'm gonna go get it. Like not like a Moss every time, but I think he's gonna be using his speed more next season, in my opinion. But that's just let's not bring attention to me. Let's go back to the Jets.
Mike Williams is gonna be a guy that, bro, just throw the ball in a meter radius of my hand and I'm grabbing it. Maybe they start doing this little PI bait that the Eagles, quote unquote, do when Jalen Hurts underthrows a receiver. But I mean,
All right.
yeah, we're gonna beat them dogs this year, 100%. We Super Bowl bound, second year in,
I like it. I like it. I like it.
Bound, okay.
2 years in.
Chargers.
Super Bowl, nothing.
Justin, what you think?
Hmm.
What's y'all?
Chargers, start off the off season. We released Mike Williams. We released him. I love Mike Williams. I will forever support him on the Jets. Like I've been saying, that is the best 50-50 jump ball receiver in the league.
Don't change now.
Who's changing? I've been saying this.
But you said if he was a Jet, you was mad that Keenan Allen contacted the Jets because you would have hated to support him on the Jets.
Yeah, I didn't want Keenan on the Jets. I never said nothing about Mike.
So y'all hating like that.
So yeah, you had your time. It's my time now. I said I didn't want Keenan on the Jets, not Mike.
I'll shut up. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Anyways, like I said, Mike Williams ain't a 50-50 jump ball receiver. It's 80-20, damn near 90-10. So him with Rodgers, I would like to see that happen. But we released Mike Williams. We cut Eric Kendricks. He was a bum. That signing did not work out the way I thought it would. He just wasn't. He wasn't the player he was on the Vikings, and I feel like part of that was due to Brandon Staley, which we fired, and we fired Tom Telesco as well, our GM. With that, we picked up, which I feel like was the most important signing throughout our entire offseason, picked up Jim Harbaugh. We signed Joe Horowitz as GM. What's up?
When did y'all fire Brandon Staley? When did that happen?
After we lost to the Raiders 63-21.
Damn, my fault. All right, you can continue. My bad.
I mean, that was cute. He tried it, but like,
I ain't tried.
I don't really care that much.
60 nothing.
We had a team full of backups and practice squad players, so
Justin Herbert should have helped coach that team better on the sideline.
that don't even make sense. Aaron Rodgers should have helped coach Zach Wilson, and maybe I would have made the playoffs last year.
That
But
shit wasn't on Aaron Rodgers.
but now it's not on Aaron Rodgers, but it's on Justin Herbert. I didn't cut you off when you were talking about the Jets.
Nah,
so
but you just trying to.
I would like to stop. I would like to stop being cut off while I'm talking.
Yeah. Let him speak. Let him speak. Hey. Hold on.
I'm
Let him
fine with
speak.
that.
Stop telling everybody let him speak. Like you, Mr. Cut him off. I edit these videos. You cut everybody.
I don't know. I don't be cut.
You see, Augie? You see how he
Yeah, that's
Like none of that
crazy,
hurt
man.
me because I feel like now with the Jim Harbaugh, I feel like we're in a new era with a new regime as him as the head coach and the GM. So after that, we picked up Greg Roman as our offensive coordinator. I'm not really sure about that because
Can I ask a serious question before you? Do you think if Harbaugh's y'all coach last year, do y'all think y'all go further than you did the last 2 years
yeah.
with the teams you had? Like the first year y'all was the wild
Well,
card.
okay, hold on. With the teams we had, because I feel like with Jim Harbaugh there, we would have built it differently. But if we're saying with the teams we had, I do agree that we would have went further. I do still think that offensive line problems were an issue. Corey Linsley having that heart condition, which was unfortunate, was an issue,
Yeah.
Mhm.
and that hurt our O line really, really bad. 'Cause he was like a top five center at the time. But I do think we go further. Yes.
Okay.
So we signed Greg Roman, and as an offensive coordinator, to me it was questionable. I'm trusting the process
Hold
with
up,
Jim
Justin. Let me
Harbaugh.
pause you real quick. Hold on, let me pause you real
What's
quick.
up?
Yo, bootleg Mike. Yo, Sheen, is that you?
Sing for what?
Man,
Stop.
where you at, bro?
It's,
Yo,
Yeah.
where is this
hey,
man
stop. You
at?
gonna just cut this nigga Justin off for what?
Cause your mic
I'm
starts
professional.
beatboxing in my ear real quick. What are you talking about, bro?
Oh, my
You're
fault.
I'm
professional.
crying.
Alright, we got Sheen on the mic back again. Alright, go ahead, Justin.
All
My
right.
bad.
But yeah, with that as our offensive coordinator, that just kind of tells us what we already knew about Jim Harbaugh. He wants to run the ball. He wants to dominate the line of scrimmage, which is that it's gonna take pressure off Justin Herbert because at first I was skeptical, but then we picked up our pass game coordinator Shane Day, who was with Justin Herbert when he threw for 5,000 yards in his second season, if I'm not wrong, and he
Second.
was with him for he was with him for his rookie season as well. So Justin Herbert's not going to take a hit. If anything, it's going to elevate his game having a run game behind him. And if Greg Roman knows how to do anything, it's he knows how to coach and build a run game. So I love that signing. On top of that, Jim Harbaugh also brought in Jesse Minner, his defensive coordinator in Michigan, which I love. They're gonna get these boys ready. But the defense is gonna be aggressive. It's gonna look like a completely different Chargers team and a completely different defense that I don't think the Chargers have ever really had. So to me, those like Jim Harbaugh, Jesse Minner, Greg Roman, those are like some of the biggest offseason moves that we could have made, and it was the smartest things. It showed us as Chargers fans that we're trying to win. We're trying to be different, and
Mhm.
we know where we want to go. Obviously, every team, the Super Bowl is the goal, and you need, if anything, you have the players, you can have the a quarterback, but you need a coaching staff. You need a competent coaching staff that knows what they're
Most
doing in
definitely.
order to get there. So it shows us to the fans that the Chargers want to win, and that's the biggest thing to me. We picked up Navarro Bowman as linebacker coach, which is great.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. Navarro Bowman is our linebacker coach, which, like I said, they're gonna get these boys ready, and I'm really excited for the defense.
Hot take. One of the most
100%,
underrated ever. It's a hot take.
100%,
Okay, okay. I gotta
I
tune in. I
100%
don't really know
agree.
about him like that. I gotta tune
What
in.
do you think will be like the most important factor for y'all to like really win next year? Like the new Russian attack, the new Russian approach is gonna be your secondary stepping up, or
I
what? What you
think,
think?
I think, obviously the run game is gonna be huge because, like I said, it's gonna elevate Justin Herbert's game. I think Jim Harbaugh is going to be the most important piece to us winning games because, like you would know, when you have a great coach could win you. They could scheme you and into a win in certain games. Andy Reid, I'm not gonna. Patrick Mahomes is great. We already know that. But in games where he isn't playing the best, coaching matters. And when you can coach a team to a win, maybe 2, 3 wins, that makes a difference. Mike Tomlin wasn't supposed to have a winning season these last 2 seasons. That's coaching. He coached them boys up to a win because let's be real, their roster wasn't it. They didn't really have anything.
Kenny
So
Pickett, dog shit.
so like I think Jim Harbaugh is going to, when Justin Herbert doesn't have it that day, when the run game isn't working, when the defense might not be on it that day, but it's a close, tight game. Those coaching decisions that you make matter. And when we had Brandon Staley, the coaching decisions he made in crunch time when we should have just took three before half, or when we shouldn't have went for fourth down. We should have made them climb the field to go get three, to go get a touchdown to win the game. But we went for it instead. Those coaching decisions to put the game away is gonna matter. It's gonna be huge for us. So I think Jim Harbaugh is that piece for us that is gonna help us elevate and get to the next level of just winning. You know.
Uh,
Okay.
So
Okay, okay.
what's up?
last year, it was last year, right? Just like an example of his bad coaching. I don't remember
Mhm.
what game. You probably remember what game. I think it was one of your young corners, maybe even Asante Samuel Jr. They caught the pick on like the team. Well, there was like third and goal, second and goal, and he caught a pick. And Brandon Staley told him to
Mhm.
go down instead of running
Yep.
it back for a pick
Raiders.
six.
Raiders.
Like
Yeah.
that was bad.
Asante Samuel Jr. caught the pick. He picked off Aiden O'Connell in the end zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
He started to run it out, and Brandon Staley told him to get down. So he went down. That put us maybe on the what
It was
the
like 11 or 6. It was like by
the
the one
yeah I was
yard
about to say the
line.
10 around, yeah. So that put us in the situation whereas now they have a chance to get the ball back. Whereas Asante Samuel could have easily ran that back for six. Telling him to get down in that situation is terrible. It's a terrible coaching decision because you pinned us now, and
Mm-hmm.
now they have a chance to either one, if they get a big, they can get a fumble six, they can get a pick six if Justin Herbert throws it. Like we have to pick up a first down now.
Yep.
So
Granted,
you
I
put
do
us in that
think y'all
situation.
scored.
So
I think y'all scored like 2 plays later. Herbert threw a
we didn't
bomb.
score. He threw a bomb to Josh Palmer to end the game.
Yeah, but
Yep.
yeah, that was pretty bad. I'll probably find it out
Yeah,
and put it in.
but after we like I said we got Navarro Bowman and everything like that. We traded Keenan Allen. I was hurt, but I wasn't as hurt as I thought I would be for the simple fact of he came off his best year.
Mhm.
So I understood why he didn't want to take a pay cut. It makes sense. But the situation that Tom Telesco and Brandon Staley left us in with just cap, we needed him to take a pay cut. So it was either you take a pay cut or you got to go, right? So we traded him to the
Gotta
Bears for a
go.
fourth rounder, and it is what it is. It's not the first time we've seen a long-time Charger not retire a Charger. So we've seen Philip Rivers go to the Colts. We saw Keenan go to the Bears. It is what it is. We
Yep,
move
yep.
on to some of the key pieces that we signed. We signed Gus Edwards. Appreciate you, Sheen. I think that's a really good signing for us because Os Eckler, as great as a scorer he was and a receiving threat, he cannot run in between the tackles. He's not a good runner of the football. I've been saying it. I don't think he'll do that good on the Commanders from a running back standpoint because he just can't run in between the tackles. So picking up Gus Edwards and then J.K. Dobbins right after was a huge piece. And obviously, like they know Greg Roman, they know his offense, and we know we're going to run the ball. We picked up Denzel Perriman. We were weak at linebacker. We had Denzel Perriman back in I think 2016. He was really good. He just couldn't stay healthy. Big hitter, knows when to attack. He knows how to wrap up. I love Denzel Perriman. I think that was a really good signing for cheap because we need a linebacker. Picked up Hayden Hurst and Will Disley, two tight ends. Hayden Hurst is a better receiver than Will Disley, but they're two tight ends who are they're gonna get dirty and they're gonna go block, and that's what we want. We need blocking tight ends because, like I said, Jim Harbaugh wants to run the ball. He wants to be aggressive at the line of scrimmage. So I think that was huge. We picked up corner Christian Fulton from Tennessee. He wasn't really that good. This is the one signing where I'm like, I don't really see it. Maybe they're gonna coach him up. Maybe he'll be better for us, but right now I don't really see. He wasn't really that good on the Titans. I'm not sure about that. I know we were weak at corner, so we needed a corner, but he's not really that good. And then on top of that, we picked up the fifth year option for our all pro left tackle, Rashawn Slater. And that's huge because going into the first round, we didn't have a right tackle, and we drafted Joe Alt with our fifth pick to pair him alongside of Rashawn Slater, and that's going to solidify that line to make sure
So hold on. I got a question for
Herbert
you
is
on that. You
protected.
bringing up the draft right there with Joe O.
What's up?
So what was your emotions of not taking a wide receiver in that pick? Right at
I
that
was hurt. I was, at
at
the
that moment, were you
mhm.
like hoping? to take a wide receiver, or you would
Yes,
just okay?
I was hurt.
So
Like, yeah, I was upset that we didn't take a wide receiver, but you know, the way the draft ended up, it was perfect. We need and it like no matter how you look at it, I understand like you want to draft the best player available. But I mean, looking at it, I don't know. I can't say the best
he
player
still hurt from
available
it.
was. I'm not hurt from it because for us, the best player available was Joe Alt.
For that
Receiver
position, for that position.
receiver wasn't really a like it was an issue, but like I've been saying,
No, no,
receivers
I'm
is
saying
deep in
Joe
the.
O was the best draft pick for that position. That's what I'm
Nah,
telling
he was
y'all.
like the number fifth
I'm s-
player in the draft in general.
yeah, I'm saying he was the best player available
Oh,
for us. Like he was the best player available. That was that was the right pick.
okay,
Why? Because
okay.
one,
Why? Why do you think he's
we
so
need.
good?
I mean, he was the best tackle in the draft. The stats show it. I mean, one sack allowed on 351 pass block attempts in 2020 in 2023. Four sacks allowed in his college career. 82.9 pass block grade on
We need that.
1,105 pass blocking snaps. 84.6 running not running back run blocking grade on 1,108 snaps. So I mean, the proof is there. He's the best tackle in the draft, and that's what we needed. We needed a tackle, and I think that was the best player available. Obviously, I wanted a receiver because when you look at the league, you look at Joe Burrow have Jamar Chase. You look at Josh Allen had Stephon Diggs. I wanted Justin Herbert to have one of those receivers. But what hurt us last year, besides coaching, was the O line inability to block, especially in crunch times.
We
What
see.
hurt
I,
us
I think
against the
that's
Cow
what.
is
Okay, oh, my bad. I think that's what includes like the Chiefs, like in that conversation. Like you don't really need top wide receivers to win these games.
You
uh
just to piggyback off that, you don't. But if you see, Patrick Mahomes' best years are with Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelsey.
yeah.
He's thrown more
Well,
picks without Hill than he has with him.
that's true, but he's still proving the point. You don't really need that. Like you still need those, the route runners. You still need some deep threats, but you don't need that guy that's
It's like
he's a 150 million wide receiver.
even if
You
you
know what I'm
look
saying?
statistically through history, just off the top of my head, like every quarterback's like best years are with their best receivers. Like Brady had
Yeah.
Welker and Randy
Yep.
Moss. Peyton Manning had Demarius Thomas, Emmanuel Sanders, Julius Thomas. Rodgers
So
had
yeah,
Devontae Adams. Burrow had
hmm
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Kirk
hmm
Cousins had Jay Jettas.
Yeah. Yeah.
was that his
Um,
best season with Jay
yeah,
Jettis?
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
Uh, what's his name? Buffalo. Josh Allen has Diggs. Tua
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill, but obviously he's young.
Yeah.
Um, it's not really that big of a dip because we really like these young guys you don't get to see, but even Jalen Hurts you instantly see. Like they got AJ Brown and the Eagles
AJ
just took it
Brown,
to the
yeah.
next level. Like so, I
Yeah.
Yeah,
get what you're
true.
saying. Why you want a receiver because a receiver can take your team, even though it's just a receiver, to the next level offensive. Like it
Exactly.
It
just adds
improves a
a
lot to your offense.
yeah.
It improves your offense way much.
Yeah. But we needed a tackle. And like I was saying with how the games went for us last year, the Cowboys game, Justin Herbert didn't play his best game, but we still had a chance to win in the end. Micah Parsons had one sack that game, and that sack came in the fourth quarter when we needed one drive to win that game against the Tennessee Titans, the game that shouldn't have went into overtime because we could not block. And then a game we lost in overtime as well because we could not block. Time and time again against the Ravens, where we needed that one possession. We needed 3 or 7, but we couldn't get there because Justin Herbert didn't have the time to throw. With Joe Alt, now he will have that, and that is huge. And
Yeah.
then on top of that, going into the second round, because like I said, I was hurt at first that we didn't draft a receiver. Second round, we drafted Lat McConkey. I love Lat McConkey. I think he'll be a great guy out of the slot for Justin Herbert. I think he'll be a great target for Justin Herbert in general. He
Mm-hmm.
ran 4.3940, 6 foot, 186. He's kind of on like the little body side. That's fine. He's really fast. He's quick in and out of his cuts, in and out of his breaks. I think he'll be a great guy out of the
Remind me
slot for
of
Justin Herbert.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
Came in
I think
kind of
he'll be
small.
great. I think he'll be great for Justin Herbert. In round three, we drafted Junior Colson, Michigan guy. He knows Jesse Minter and his schemes. He knows Jim Harbaugh. I love that pick because, like I said, we were weak at linebacker. We picked up Denzel Perriman, and now we got Junior Colson. So as of right now, we addressed every need that we need. We needed a left. We needed a tackle alongside Rashawn Slater. We got one. We needed a receiver. We got one. We needed a linebacker. We got one. So as of round three, I'm really happy, but we still need corners. Corners is another weak spot for us. And then, like I said, having a competent GM and head coach, they know what they're doing. Because up to this point, I was worried. I didn't know how we were. I didn't know if we were going to get a corner because we were waiting so late to. But in round five, pick 137, we got Tarheeb Still. He's a ball hawk. After watching tape on him, you could see that. In 2023, he was second team All Big Ten, 72.7 passer rating allowed in 2023, five interceptions in 2023, was the third amongst all Big Ten corners, and 28 career passes defended, 11 pass deflections in 2021. I think he'll be a great addition to the corner room alongside Asante Samuel Jr. I like Asante Samuel Jr. He's he hmm, he's somewhat of a ball hawk, but he gambles too much, and it doesn't pay off more than it does. So I like him. I think he just needs to be more disciplined, and I think under this coaching staff, he will be. And then with the next pick right after round five, pick number 140, we drafted Cam Hart, and that's one of my favorite picks out of this draft. 6'2", 202. He's a big corner. He's a physical corner, and he's going to tackle, and that's what we need. Watching the Chargers last year, among a lot of uh, mistakes that we've made, tackling was a huge problem. Corners couldn't tackle. Really, really nobody could tackle. I'm gonna be real. Nobody could tackle besides Derwin James, really, and that was it. And Derwin James didn't even have his best season, and a lot of that, like I said, is due to coaching. So I love Cam Hart. He's a big corner, 0 touchdowns allowed and 308 coverage snaps. Career best 83.3 PFF grade. I think he'll be a great addition. I think he will be one of our best corners going into the season. So I'm I'm really expecting him to make kind of an instant impact on our corner group. I really am. And then round seven, pick number 225, we drafted Brendan Rice. I don't know how he fell to us in round seven. I don't know what made him fall, but I'm grateful because I loved Brendan Rice. I wanted to draft him. I didn't think we'd get him after, we didn't grab him round four, round five. I was like, all right, he's not there. But I looked, and when I saw the name Brendan Rice, I was surprised. I'm really happy we got him. 2022, 39 receptions, 611 yards, four touchdowns. 2023, 45 receptions, 791 yards, 12 touchdowns. 17.6 yards per reception. He's going to be a big
You
piece
said
to
he
our
was
offense,
17 or
especially
7?
17.
Ooh, that's nice.
To me, he's going to be, I'm not going to say what Mike Williams was to us, but he's going to kind of replace him in that role.
So,
Some,
let me ask you
so,
a question.
hmm,
Because I get what you're saying, the deep threat role of Mike Williams,
hmm,
but, because I don't know, from just me, the outside looking in, obviously you know more about the Chargers than I do, obviously. The Chargers.
hmm,
To me, it seems like Brendan Rice is definitely going to step into that Jalen Guyton role, which I don't know why he was in that role of
hmm,
being the guy that takes the top off the middle.
because that's all we had, my brother.
But like I think Brendan Rice definitely can fit that role like to a T, to where that's the guy
I
that
think so as well. I only reason I say the Mike Williams role is because he's a big receiver. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
Just comparing him.
yeah, but
That's all it
definitely
is.
the Jalen Guyton like take the top off the defense type of guy for us. He's gonna be our big play guy, and I'm really happy he fell to us. And with that, we answered every need that we needed on this team. We needed a tackle alongside Rashawn Slater to solidify the line. We got one. We needed receivers. We got three because we also drafted Cornelius Johnson right after Brendan Rice, and he was a Michigan guy, so I love that pick as well. We got did I say a linebacker already? Yeah, if I didn't, we got Junior Colson, we got a linebacker. We got defensive tackle in the fourth round as well. So we addressed the line, we addressed the receivers, we addressed the defensive line. we addressed the linebackers, and we addressed the corners. We addressed everything we needed in this draft. And like I said, to me, this is one of my favorite drafts in recent years. So I'm really excited for what they're going to put together come the start of the next season.
So man,
Or this
Okay,
season, I should
okay.
say.
another question: your receiver room. So who's getting bumped out? Because as of right now, your receiver
Um,
room's QJ. You got Josh Palmer. You got two
mhm,
guys you got in the draft.
mhm.
So unless you come out with
Josh
four,
Palmer definitely staying.
when you come out with four, who's not taking the fourth
What
spot?
I think, I don't think we'll come up with four. I will answer that question, and I would say what I think we'll come up with. What I think we'll come out with is QJ, Josh, Brendan, Lad McConkey, and Darius Davis as our gadget guy and our kick return slash punt returner. But if we were to come out with four, Darius Davis would be the guy that's X'd out. We'll have Brendan, Lad, QJ, and Josh Palmer if we were to come out with four.
So I'm just giving you like another. You're coming out with a single back. Two people wide. Who's out there?
Two people. Mm.
Put the I guess the veteran experienced guys like PJ and Josh Palmer, or does one of the rookies take Quentin Johnson's spot, or vice versa? Someone takes Josh Palmer's spot.
I love Quentin Johnson. I think he'll take a leap this year. But what I think, if we're in a single back, I think because more than likely, if we're in single back, it's either a run or a play action.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying we put Josh Palmer out there and Brendan Rice.
Mm,
Because if we're running, we want our aggressive wide receivers out there.
Yeah. No,
makes
that's
sense.
nice. That's nice. So, what's your prediction this year?
What's your prediction this year? What's y'all record gonna be looking like?
I predict we had 5 wins last season. It's fucking tough. I think we'll win 10 to 11.
So, you got y'all in the playoff picture on his
That's
first
what
year
you're
right
looking
now.
like.
Yeah, I definitely think
So
we can get to.
where
Definitely
y'all
think
gonna
we are
be
in the
though?
playoffs this first year. What happened?
Where y'all gonna be landing in the division though?
Second
So,
Second?
the Chiefs still.
to the
Okay.
Chiefs.
Chiefs.
What about the
Mhm.
Broncos? We got the Broncos this year.
I don't think we'll take the division from the Chiefs until next year.
So that's how I feel about y'all. Like I got y'all winning 7 or 8 this year. Off the, I definitely think this is a year where you bring in what you bring in, right? Because you still got guys
Mhm.
on contracts, and I think
Yeah.
next year is really when y'all take the leap. And I do think y'all be throwing the Chiefs next year.
Okay.
I think this is definitely a
Uh,
football year for the new system.
yeah, I can see that. 100%.
I got a question for the Chargers fan.
What's up?
So if just conspiracy question, we're going conspiracy questions here, okay?
What's up?
What if Herbert doesn't have the best season, right? What are y'all move? What are y'all looking like next season? Are y'all shopping for a quarterback, or y'all
No.
still sticking to the Herbert and just praying he gets, that was just a fluke season?
Um, we don't go for another quarterback. Why will we? Justin Herbert in his first
I'm
three
just
years.
saying.
And I'm no,
I'm
I know you're
just
saying that. I'm
because
answering your
Herbert is
question.
him.
Justin,
Herbert is
I
him.
know.
I'm
I'm
just saying
answering your
if
question.
if he has a bad season,
I'm answering your question.
okay.
If he were to have a bad season, that's fine. Because they said a bad season from Justin Herbert was 2022. In 2022, he had 4,739 yards, 25 touchdowns, and 10 interceptions on a 93.2 passer rating. So if that's a bad year, I'm fine with that.
So what's even worse than that? What like that's what
So
I'm saying.
I
What if he
mean,
does worse than
I
that?
mean, in 2023, he had 3,134 yards, 20 touchdowns, and seven interceptions on 93.2. Yeah,
That's
93.2 rating. But he
that's
was playing
good.
injured. That's not good.
Yeah,
3,000 yards.
that was the
3,000
rib injury,
yards.
right?
No, that was the finger.
Oh, that was the finger.
3,000 yards. He's better than that, and we know that. But that's fine. In his first 3 seasons, he has the most yards,
Mhm.
touchdowns, and the most completions out of any quarterback in history in his
not
first 3 years. I'm fine with that.
not to be that
We're not
quarterback,
looking for a quarterback. We have a franchise quarterback.
not to be that. But
Okay, that's
last
your
year,
franchise quarterback. Okay,
his only bad
okay.
game last year was the Jets game, and that was just a bad game in general on both sides of the
Yeah,
ball. So it was like
yeah,
he definitely played well. Like obviously, the only game where there was literally for the Chargers a lack of defense besides the Ravens game. The Ravens game was the
yeah,
only game where the defense stepped up, and then
hmm
the offense was just not what
yeah,
it
hundred
normally is.
percent,
So it's like
100%.
truthfully, honestly, I don't ever see Justin Herbert having a bad season.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
I definitely think he's
That's
still.
comparison. Just I'm just saying that's
No,
just a
no, no.
comparison question I'm throwing out
I
there.
would have said something like, "What if he has a Dak Prescott year? Like when Dak Prescott came off injury, he threw 26 touch or like 27 touchdowns and 14, 15 interceptions.
Mhm.
Oh,
Would you adjust
Um,
that off season? Obviously, that's still your guy, no matter what.
yeah.
You
yeah, yeah.
lose money if you
I
lose him.
think I think you just trust in Herbert that he'll adjust and get better. Coming off like you said, Dak threw what 27 and 15 interceptions. Like that's a lot of interceptions. Herbert's thrown 15 interceptions in the season, but he's matched that with 38 touchdowns. So if he were to have like a 27-15 in season, you just get back in the lab, trust he'll get better, surround the team and just get better as a team.
Tell you
Okay,
exactly
okay,
right
okay.
now.
So wait, so who you think you beat in your division? Like, what's your record looking against like the
We
division?
split we split with the Chiefs.
Okay.
Um you always respect the Broncos because no matter what, they always have a really good defense and they'll make every game tough on you.
Is there a
You
butt?
Okay.
Is there a butt?
there's the but.
Mm.
I don't think they'll beat us this year.
So y'all 2-0 in them. Okay.
And the Raiders, they got Devontae Adams.
You got a solid
They
defense.
don't they don't have Josh Jacobs.
Christian Wilkins.
Their defense, they got Wilkins, but I think they overpaid for him.
Yeah, they definitely did. Yeah, they fucked the market up.
Yeah,
That's what
they
make the
they like
Jets
they have
bust
they
that we
their
signed them.
defense isn't so much as good. It's that they play really aggressive and they're coached up they're fired up by their coach. Antonio Pierce gets some boys ready.
Yeah.
But from on paper, like they really don't have a good defense. So I think we beat them twice as well.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So you got okay. So who has the worst record in the division? What's the division ranking? You got Chiefs at one. At what's their record?
Chiefs they'll probably win 12, 13 games.
Y'all, you said 11 for y'all? 10, 11?
Yeah,
He
10,
said
11.
11.
Okay. Broncos,
Broncos.
Broncos will probably get 7.
Raiders.
Okay. Okay.
Raiders will probably be around 4.
Oh.
You got the Raiders at
I,
4 wins.
I don't think
Hey,
Devontae Adams stays on that team.
y'all think different.
Devontae Adams wants to win, and he's not going to win on the Raiders. Not with I like Aiden O'Connell, but not with Aiden O'Connell. They're not going to win. You just bro, think about it. Devontae Adams. Why did he go over to the Raiders? Because his best friend Derek Carr was there.
High
He
school friend
expressed to
college.
you that he expressed to you that he didn't want Derek Carr to leave. He wanted him to stay. Your star receiver expressed, I want Derek Carr here. They packed Derek Carr up.
That's
Then
crazy.
he expressed pay Josh Jacobs. I want Josh Jacobs to stay. They paid him, but then they packed him up the offseason. So the two people on that offense that he wanted there the most, you packed up. If this doesn't work out, which I 100% don't think they win more than 4 or 5 games, he's not going to stay on that team.
That's a completely new offense.
Exactly.
Everybody he
Yep.
went in there with is not there anymore. Darren Waller's
Yep.
gone. Hunter
Exactly. The
Renfro's
people he went
gone.
there for. Yep.
The starter and backup quarterback's gone.
Yep.
It's like, I do think last year was very fluky. I think by the time the teams played the new Raiders, no one was expecting or ready for that energy that they brought. So this
Yep.
year, when you game plan for it, I definitely do think it's completely different.
Yeah.
I don't see them really like surprising me.
I don't.
True. Agree with
Yo,
that one.
green screen.
I'm just
No.
green.
I.
Yo, this guy right here, bro. What you been on, man? What the hell?
Just listen to y'all ramble
Right?
on some bullshit.
Oh, real.
It's
What you
like,
Mm.
talking about?
where do I start? I guess I'll recap on the draft. Like I said, I graded it A-. Ain't too much, but I like the picks we got, filled in what we needed. I'm really excited about Nick Wiggins, to be honest, out of everybody. Well, him and Tez Walker, more so Nick Wiggins, because that's just, I like the fact we got a 6'3", one of the fastest in the whole class, too. I didn't even know he ran a 4.8, kind of crazy, at 6'3". So, excited to see how he use that speed, great playmaker. I'm just curious though, cause like we a rush defense, and he's like not a good tackler. That's his weakness. So, but then again, that's probably the best spot for him to land, cause he got to learn playing with us. Then we got a great big play threat in Devontae as well, great one. So then we improved our tackles, so better blockers for Lamar, running scheme. So I'm glad about that. I really don't even know how many moves he made all season besides Derrick Henry, but that right there alone, I'm excited for.
That's the first question I gotta ask. Do you think, with the Ravens being one of the best rushing teams last year, y'all overpaid for a running back this year?
Did we overpay?
Because
I mean, I would love to save money, of course. That's what we needed to do. I'm not mad because I'm actually glad we picked up Derrick Henry. I know some might disagree because you know we was already good in rushing from a quarterback though. So I think it would be cool to save his legs a little bit, let him run those third down plays. Because you know how many times Lamar converted a third down just throughout the season, just run using his legs.
how many
So
times did
Derrick,
Oh, nah, my fault.
You think they overpaid
nah,
him?
For what the team needs, yes.
2 years, 16 mil.
Well, I mean, for a running back, that seems low. But like I said, Gus Edwards had how many rushing touchdowns last year? Like Gus Edwards was a top 5 rusher last year, touchdown wise. He just got paid 2 years, $4 million.
Edwards had 13.
Gus Edwards had 13 rushing touchdowns last year. At 25, 26 years old, he got paid what 2 years, $6 million. You get $3 million a year. They just signed J.K. Dobbins, so they just signed the Baltimore backfield who did not perform bad. They had an undrafted rookie who came and exploded on the scene, balls, and made everybody rethink about the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's a great runner. That's a great offensive line. That's a great head coach. They're like the Eagles. Them two teams, they don't need a big name running back. They can make do with what they got, no matter who they bring in.
Yeah, yeah,
So it's like,
agreeable.
as a team where like their defense is one of the highest paid defenses, and your offense is, you're gonna have to pay people on offense soon. Why go spend that extra $13 million, $14 million when you don't have to? Keaton Mitchell was probably one of the best rookie running backs last year, if not the best. I'm gonna argue between him and A-Chain. We didn't see too much of him because sadly he had that injury, but it's like, out of everything, like even in the game, the one game y'all played atrocious in, which is the AFC Championship, rushing the ball wasn't your problem. But that's one of the only things y'all addressed was running the ball. Y'all didn't sign your number one receiver last year, which Odell Beckham, believe it or not, he made big plays down the stretch. The numbers through the whole year is not going to tell the whole story, but down the stretch to the playoffs,
He
he
made
had like
plays.
400 or 500 yards. He made big plays every week. Y'all didn't resign him. Y'all brought back.
I would have loved to respond.
Yeah, everybody would, like, you feel me? Like, that's pieces that y'all didn't bring back. Y'all didn't address receivers, but y'all brought in a running back.
Well, I think because we lost like depth in the running back, and I think when we made that decision, I don't think we completely knew what we were doing with the draft. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't know what their mindset is, but I think we were just losing depth in running back, so we got a little desperate.
Honestly, I think y'all need the running back wars because y'all just love running backs. Y'all signed Dalvin Cook last year. Y'all signed Melvin Gordon early in the year that a lot of people don't even know.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Y'all brought Le'Veon Bell, Dante Freeman, Devontae Freeman. Y'all brought him in. Y'all brought Latavius Murray in. Like, y'all bringing them running backs upon running backs that y'all don't really need. I just like to keep running backs like y'all playing a Madden franchise with y'all friends. Y'all just want every running back to have, but y'all don't need them.
It's us, bro. We are Russian offense, bro. We like death.
That's why I say what I say when I say
I think
you put the ball in Lamar's hand. I'm not scared. If it's a 2-minute warning, I'm not scared of Lamar Jackson having the ball in his hand. I'd rather you throw the ball 1,000 times than run the ball 1,000 times.
yeah, but me, I'd rather him not. Like I'd rather him get his arm, just be able to use his speed and his legs when needed. That's what he needs to learn, when to use it, not to just go out all the time, get yourself injured, burn yourself out. I think they're trying to preserve his legs a little bit more, and I'm all for it. I like it.
I do get what you're saying, but
We a Russian defense. Overpaid though.
The best running team, the best rushing year y'all had at running back since Lamar being there was Lamar's best rushing year too. So obviously the run game doesn't help him throw the ball more because that's in his instincts. Which I'm not
Yeah,
one of
but
the
is
people
it?
that's going to take it away from him. Like that's you run the ball to
Yeah,
win the game. That's how he beats you. You never take
yeah,
away from
but
him.
it's bad when like it's bad. It's like easy to how can I put it? Basically, I feel like with Derrick Henry, that read option is gonna be way less predictable. We
True.
beating people. We beating teams rushing like we the best rushing offense, right? Through Lamar Jackson's legs.
No,
No,
no.
nah. Let me run that like you. I was trying to go off what you said. Our best rushing year was
Yeah,
through Lamar Jackson's legs. I'd rather that be through our running back. Do we want Lamar Jackson to still break away, make those big plays? Yes, but I don't want the rushing offense to be circulated around Lamar Jackson. I'd rather him use it when we need. Let his passing do his like, cause his passing improved. It might not show in the numbers, but his rating, his percentage, yeah, it all went up
no.
without our big threats.
Yeah.
So
I definitely agree
I'm
with that.
rocking with it.
But you see in history itself, like so many teams brought in that are run heavy teams. When it's time for the quarterback to say, "Oh, yo, it's time for me to step up and beat this team with my arm," they fail. Last year, Lamar Jackson in the Browns game, they went up like 14, 17 points. They started running the ball for 2 quarters. Now the Browns came back. They tried to throw the ball. Lamar throws a pick six. Then it's a tie game.
Exactly.
But then Lamar comes back and 3-and-out, and now they punt the ball and lose the game. You look at the Niners in the Super Bowl that one year. They ran the ball for. They come in from the NFC Championship game against the Packers and threw the ball 9 times. And then in the Super Bowl, they run the ball for 3 quarters. And then now it's like Jimmy Garoppolo, why you can't throw the football? He never got in a rhythm.
Yeah.
So it's just like
And going
that's
back to that Browns game, that's like the perfect game to bring up. Like we up. I'm sure Lamar's rushing. Can't. I wish I could bring stats, but I ain't trying to waste too much time. But Lamar was rushing pretty decent during the beginning of the game. Late in the quarter, his legs was probably burnt out. We trying to still rely on his rushing game.
That's why I think Derrick
We
Henry's
got
gonna
a
go up.
running back like Derrick. Yeah, we got a running back like Derrick Henry. Our rushing game is not going to slow down our offense no more. We
He's
don't.
gonna question the defense more. He's gonna question the defense.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry gonna run. It's Lamar Jackson gonna run.
see
Right.
where I don't agree with that is the fact that Derrick Henry's not a 3-down back, so you don't question that.
Mm.
If Derrick Henry's in the game, you're either throwing a little slant play or something short and intermediate, or Derrick Henry's running the ball. To where you know once Derrick Henry walks out the game and Keaton Mitchell comes in the game, you're throwing the ball.
Yeah.
So it's like
Okay. Okay.
that's
That's
the
a
one.
tight end scheme though. I don't think we gonna use him like that.
But Derrick Henry's not a receiving back. The only time you kept Derrick Henry, no matter what, even logically, the only time you keep him in the game is if you're catching a screen with him. Other than that, you don't want Derrick
Yeah.
Henry back there running routes unless it's a 2-yard route for first down and he's going to catch it and take it 8. Other than that, you're going to put your explosive running back with good hands back there.
I have like a few screenplays for him, but he's gonna be used heavy in the read option. I think he'll be used on third down.
Yeah, most
We just need to
definitely.
punch
Most
it in.
definitely.
But something I did want
So
to ask is, what is Derrick Henry going to bring to the read option that Mark Ingram didn't?
just his aura, respectfully. I don't even know how to, cause I don't even know what Mark Ingram's numbers was.
They're
'Cause
like
he's a great
8,000
running back
yards.
too. I'm not
I
mad.
think he had like 8 touchdowns,
Yeah.
8,000 yards.
God, yeah, I was messing with Mark Ingram. I mean, made some big plays. But I think Derrick Henry just adds a whole new machine. Like, I think he's more powerful. You gotta, the line is gonna be like, I don't know, they're gonna be more eager to like read him rather than Mark Ingram.
But
You see Derrick Henry back there, you like, all right, I gotta really prepare. I gotta really tackle this man. Like, it's different. You don't want to miss a step when it's Derrick Henry back there.
maybe back
But
in 2018, 2019, 2020. I don't think right now. I'm not.
I mean,
we banking on,
still,
we
you
banking
still
on.
see last year with the Titans, it's a respect thing for Henry because when you see Derrick Henry in the backfield, they stack the box. I think if the
For me,
Ravens know what they're doing, they can get real creative with the offense with having Derrick Henry back there, just based off of him being Derrick Henry. When you see him back there, they're gonna stack the box. I think that could open up a lot for Lamar passing wise.
well said. It's basically where I was getting at. Rushing wise too, though. Definitely passing.
I don't.
And then
I,
to what you about to say?
I don't think the Ravens get better rushing wise. I think the Ravens are already at peak rushing. I don't think you get better as a team running the ball, no matter who you bring in, with how good
We gonna
those
get.
two running backs are.
I don't think we get better, but I think we get more consistent and like more established. It's not gonna be those shaky games like where like we do when we do want to rely on our rushing time and just move up the field and just take it easy. Like that shit gonna work more like with Derrick Henry back there. In my eyes, yes, Lamar was a big play. Mark Ingram came through for us, but with a man like Derrick Henry, yeah, it's a whole new ball game. Like Justin said, it's gonna open up our passing plays.
Okay,
We
okay.
could probably
So
use we
what?
could use Zay Flowers way better. He probably gonna be way more middle now. They stacking. The middle gonna open up,
Mm,
But he got
and
a
then
lot of problems.
yeah. But then doubling back on the Odell statement, like I said, I would love to keep him, but Montez Walker's gonna come in and fill that role perfectly. I see it now. Like he's a big play. He's there to make the big plays. He's a deep threat.
So you're not afraid of that?
Afraid of what?
That the last 5, 6 years y'all been the only way y'all address wide receiver core is the draft, and it's only worked one time.
Um, I'm not that mad because this. Eh, I see. Nah, I'm not really that mad to be honest, because that's not even our biggest focal point. We have Mark Andrews. We got threats. We just need somebody to come through and make a big play. We don't got to sign this big name, top tier receiver. We can
Okay.
get young. Plus, our drafting got way better. I don't know the new Eric. He's from the Chargers, wasn't he?
Who?
Eric, our new GM.
Who's
I
your
think it's like
GM?
Eric Coaster or something like that. But
Nah, GM
yeah, I
for the
like the
Chargers,
way
the Raiders.
I forgot where he came from. But
But Sheen, I got a question.
what?
With last year, right? Supposedly being y'all year, it was supposed to be the Ravens year, right? How
Yeah,
can Lamar and this offense get over the hump? Because y'all was in the AFC Championship game. So how can Lamar and this offense improve and get over the hump into the Super Bowl?
for one, off the rip, stay healthy.
Okay.
okay, okay.
For two, let's be real, bro. We put the ball in our rookie's hands, bro. And he made one mistake. Well, a few, but minor. Like, well, it was big in the moment, but that's just a learning curve, bro. So I'm pretty sure as long as Zay Flowers come in, do what he do, improves and gets better, our rookies step up, our line got better, so we should have better protection. I think we just stay healthy. We be where we at. Like we be right back where we at. And you
Okay.
come across the Chiefs, because even that Chiefs game, like we was capable of beating them then. It was gonna be tough. We had to play dinner perfect, but we was capable of beating them then with health problems. So like I said, we just gotta stay injured and just pray that our rookies come through. Because honestly, I think our rookies is gonna be put into a big role immediately.
I know I'm asking a
Like,
lot of questions, but you think y'all gonna be able to compete with the Chiefs? Being that y'all just did minimal work in the off season, and I do feel like the Chiefs beat y'all. Like they were just a better team. Like no ifs ands and not Patrick Mahomes being magical. Like they just had y'all numbered. Like there's nothing y'all could do that they weren't ready for in that game. They still went and just
they had a better team, but I think they just outplayed us. Like I said, we made some mistakes down
No,
the
I think
line.
y'all
I think
I
it's
think y'all got
opposite. I
away from
think
y'all
y'all had
game plan.
a better team.
Our game plan was a little bit messed up. We started folding towards the end.
yeah. I think y'all
Like
was
Will
playing for
said
the
Young
championship.
rookie
earlier,
made mistakes, fumbling,
I mean the
stupid
rookie mistakes and
turnovers.
everything, that I mean that was big, but like Will said earlier, rushing is never your problem. And that's what y'all got away from in that game.
Yep, that happens every time they lose. It's like
Yeah,
someone does the
100%.
they do the minimal effort to stop the Ravens, and once the Ravens, it seems like they're stopping them. They're like, oh, they're stopping us a little bit. Let's switch it up and start throwing the ball. And then it's
Hmm.
like, well, we didn't get nothing going in the first, second, third. I don't really know. Like, I don't know who's hot. I don't know who's gonna catch this. I don't know who. Like, it's just like
Yep.
y'all look
Every
confused when y'all throw the ball. Lamar Jackson, mind you, bro has one of the cleanest pockets in the world. I
hmm
watch this man
he be
just
sitting he be sitting back there for forever.
That
Yep.
got better too, so that's about to be crazy. But like that's the whole point of the rush offense. Like, we like to establish the run game, so we hope that the passing game opens up later in the game. But it just don't go down like that. Then when we do go to the passing, I think we try to rely on it too much, and
Yeah, I
We
think
don't try
once y'all
to.
go to
We
the
don't.
passing, y'all completely forget about the rushing, and there's a reason
Yeah,
you
we
never
fuck up.
forget about running the ball.
We gotta always reestablish that run. But like I said, going back to Derrick Henry, he's gonna be that guy to always which is just gonna overall. Oh, did I cut out?
Nah, you can hear.
No,
Oh my fault. Yeah, so like I said, I think Derrick Henry just gonna overall establish that run offense back when we need him to, so that the passing can open up when we need to, instead of just trying to rely on passing and be nervous to go to our running. By the time like the whole game plan is messed up, so I feel like he's just gonna overall just help our game planning, just period. Just off the respect for him.
Just something I think
um,
of.
mhm.
So you think I just thought about it. Derrick Henry's a volume runner. He's someone that gets better as the game goes and the more touches he gets.
Mhm.
We've seen with Dalvin Cook, someone who's not getting as many touches as he originally was on the Jets.
True. That's
He
true
did
right there.
not look anything remotely close to the same running back. So do you think, because there's no way Derrick Henry touches the same touches he was getting in Tennessee, do you think
Hmm.
he's going to look the same as a volume runner?
Yeah, we paid him all that money for a reason. He came here to do what Derrick Henry do. We gotta switch a little bit up. We're gonna get him his touches. We're not gonna stay away from that. 'Cause what's the point of paying all this bread for Derrick Henry if he's not gonna play like Derrick Henry? That's just my approach.
So
Dalvin Cook, I get it, but that's not Derrick Henry, bro.
I think Derrick Henry will still get his touches. Um, Gus Edwards had, I think, 181 attempts in that backfield, and that was with splitting carries. I think Derrick Henry gets majority of the touches, and he'll get his. I think he'll get his 250 plus.
For sure.
Okay. Okay.
But I'm gonna ask two questions, one to Will and then one to Augie because I do gotta go to work soon. So I'm
Okay.
gonna hit you
I'm
first.
so sorry. I
Go
just
ahead, go
pulled
ahead, go
up.
ahead.
Look, Gus Edwards had 198. Derrick Henry got 208 carries
198.
last year,
Hmm.
and then you
And
reported he had
that's with
350.
splitting carries. That's with splitting carries though. Is Derrick Henry gonna be splitting carries with anybody?
Derrick Henry was splitting
Nah.
carries last year. You got to think the other dude was getting more touches going on at the end of the year. I don't know how to say his name.
Um, I
Titans,
forgot. I
right?
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about. Yeah,
Uh, yeah. You
I forgot his
you
name.
only
I know
really
you're talking
see
about that.
like what's his name? Derrick Henry on like the red zone like you're
yeah.
yeah. Right. You're correct. Yeah. Now I'm
I
just
think
looking
Derrick
back
Henry
at it.
will still get well over 200 carries. I do think that
Yeah.
he is a volume runner, and getting him those touches is vital, especially if you want the Derrick Henry that you paid for.
Mm-hmm.
So getting him the ball is a huge piece. And if you don't, like he said, like Will said with Dalvin Cook, if you don't get him those touches, you won't see the same Derrick Henry. But I think they know that. So I think he will still get his touches.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes you think.
But
What was your question?
I'm gonna start with Augie, right?
All right.
With the offense, right? That struggled to see success without Saquon. How do the Giants find success now with him not being there? Because the only time they found success is the few times they did find success is when Saquon was having a really good game. So now with him not there, how do they find success? Where do they find it from?
Where I think we find the success from, I think we find it from the wide receivers now. I
Okay.
think the wide receiver is gonna give us more games to win. It's just looking at
Put
from
your mic closer to your mouth.
just looking at from what's it called,
Yeah.
just from just looking from outside at the team is like I said previously in the chat. I said Saquon. We always focus on Saquon. We always focus on Saquon. We're gonna do this with Saquon. Now I think it's like you can run a play with Wendell Robinson. Oh, you can do a deep play with Jenna Hyatt. Oh, Malik Neighbors, you can include him with a deep route or a screen pass. You can do certain things with this type of offense now instead of focusing on the backfield too much. Yeah, we can put what's it called Devin Singletary in the roto most definitely. So I think that's what we're gonna find more success, but we're gonna find success with if Daniel Jones stays healthy. That's my
Right. And
opinion.
that I did say I had one for you and one for Will, but I got one more for you, Augie.
All right.
Do you think missing out on a quarterback in the draft will come back to hurt your season with Daniel Jones starting?
No,
No.
because I think next season if Daniel Jones doesn't do great, there's solid five quarterbacks that come out of the what's it called college, you know. So we yes, there was amazing what's it called quarterbacks, but we weren't getting them. You know what I'm saying? We weren't getting them. So we shot our best shot what we needed, you know, just in case Daniel Jones does ass, we still got the wide receivers for the new quarterback that we can replace.
Okay.
But I'm hoping for the best for Daniel Jones, and you know, let's go Big Blue. Yes, sir.
So, well, I'm gonna just, I do got a little, I got like maybe like 10 minutes. So I'm gonna give you my two questions too. How dynamic do you think the offense will be with adding Mike Williams to an offense with Garrett Wilson, Brees the Beast, and Aaron Rodgers?
I'm so glad you said the name right. So glad. I definitely fuck with you for that. Nah, that definitely adds an element that we we needed just because like Garrett Wilson, like he has amazing hands and great playmaking ability, but that's not a deep threat.
Mhm.
That's like Keenan Allen catching a deep ball. Like that's not your go-to deep. So
Yeah.
Mike Williams definitely brings a factor to the Jets that we haven't had in a long time since Brandon Marshall probably. Well,
Okay.
Robbie Anderson, but Brandon Marshall was that jump ball kind of guy.
Yeah. And next question. With the Bills losing Diggs, right? And their offense looking, I'm gonna be real, so, but outside of Josh Allen, somewhat mediocre. Josh Allen is still gonna do what he do, but that offense after losing Diggs don't look the same. You and you kind of already answered this, so I kind of know your answer already. Do you see the Jets taking that division?
Well, as a bias standpoint, yeah. But like I said, the Jets and the Dolphins. The Dolphins got so much better. Like the Dolphins split
Hmm.
and they cut that check. So it's gonna be tough. But I definitely do think the number two defense in the league last year, getting back Aaron Rodgers, no matter what, that's gonna be an efficient quarterback. That
Hmm.
definitely helps out a lot. So
100%. Okay.
I think those 7 wins turn to 14.
All right.
Realistically, 12.
I
Alrighty.
like it.
Hold on, I just want to add in one thing because I didn't really get a chance
Go
to
ahead. Go
talk
ahead. Go ahead.
about it. But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
just for like predictions on my team, we went 13-4 last year.
You right. We forgot about talk about She's what's it called Ravens predictions. You right.
We went 13-4 last year. Three of them was from our division. Two was from the Steelers. A lot of teams got better, including the Steelers. I still think we get 12 plus wins.
12
Alright.
plus. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
What's your division
Wait.
standings looking like?
Hold
it
on.
was
Before you
three
get
Oh,
to
okay.
that,
three.
Okay.
before
I
hold
think.
on, Shane. Before you get to that,
uh,
before you get to that, you got y'all winning 12 plus.
yeah,
Now, if y'all don't win 12 plus with being in the AFC Championship last year, say y'all win 10, what's your outlook on your season? Like, how do you feel about that?
I mean, as long as we in the playoffs, I'm still alright because I know we can get the job done in the playoffs. We got one of the
So,
toughest division in the whole league. Three teams from our division made the playoffs, so that's kind of crazy. But so if we get 10 wins, I'm we still make the playoffs.
so as long
But
as y'all make
honestly,
the playoffs, you don't see it as like a downgrade, like a negative.
no, because I already went on the under from last
The
year. We won
Ravens, the
13
Steelers.
last year, but
Who else made
I'm
it?
I'm gonna take less wins this year. But that's just due to the fact that the league got better,
The
like
Ravens, the Browns, and
mad
the
Okay,
teams
Bengals.
Oh yeah, the Browns.
and the
okay.
Bengals. But so I think Steelers gonna get one on us. I think we the Browns. I think Bengals get one on us. So we split those two series. Overall, we go 4-2 in the division. Yeah,
Y'all
that's my
got swept
Wait,
by
prediction.
the worst
wait,
team in y'all
who do y'all
division.
sweep? Who you say you sweep the Browns?
Yeah, we sweep the Browns, split 50-50 with the Bengals and the Steelers. Go 4-2.
They are getting
Okay.
swept by the worst team in their division, like they always do.
Who
The Ravens.
who's sweeping us? It's not Steelers wasn't the worst in the division. That's the one with us.
The Steelers. The Bengals just were. They had a bad year, but the Steelers were still the worst team in that division coming into the season. The Steelers had a bad year. Burrow got hurt. Like
Yep.
Yeah, but Steelers low key like the best in our division.
and y'all.
They the best in our division though. They was 5-1. Now, granted, like I said, because the Bengals was injured.
You
I
said
mean,
the
Joe
Steelers.
Burrow was injured.
What was the Steelers record in y'all division?
It was 5-1.
In y'all division,
Yeah,
didn't they only win 9 games?
Yeah, but nah, they was 10. They went 10-7.
So they went 5-6 against every team that doesn't play them 2 times a year. That's like
Yeah,
yeah, that's bad.
but they're not that. They're not the worst in our division though.
Who's worth? So
The
coming into next
Browns.
season, the
Yes.
then the Brown.
The Browns finished 11-6 though.
That's
Yeah, the Browns were nasty.
I'm talking about within our division though.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
saying
talking
like
about
not
overall.
okay. I see what you.
He's just saying the
Uh,
division games. He's comparing the division
I
games, Sam.
mean, yeah, but like I don't know. I feel like you're not putting enough respect on the Browns
Ain't no
because
respect I put on them niggas. They
I
not my
just
friends. I don't care about them.
I'm just saying
But if I
it
had to choose
was
the
it
worst
was
team,
eleven and
bro,
six.
I'm not gonna say the Steelers. I'm not gonna do it. And I can't say the Bengals, even though statistically it was them, but that's due to injury. Respectfully. So I'm gonna have to get that to the Browns. It's not us. So the Browns.
Okay,
But if gonna go overall, yeah. You can say Steelers.
they went
But
three
Steelers
and
got yeah, the Browns did, right? Yeah, I was saying the Browns.
they would have whooped y'all ass, boy. Y'all played them in the playoffs. They would have whooped y'all ass.
Plus Browns still got shit to figure out. Like what's going on with Watson and Flacco? Like what do you do with that?
Deshaun Watson got injured. He's hurt for the rest of the year.
Flacco stepped up and really like carried low key.
Do you let Deshaun Watson run away with $240 million, or you make him play?
Man,
I make him play.
like,
All right.
come on now.
But let's just see how the Browns look.
They look good whooping
Um,
y'all ass. I ain't gonna lie.
with
Them
Joe
niggas.
Flacco, yeah.
Joe Flacco wasn't the quarterback.
When they beat us,
Deshaun Watson started.
it was Deshaun Watson.
over.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me, man. But I don't give a damn.
Massage Man Watson cooked y'all. He cooked y'all, but he played alright, brother. So, all right, man. We're gonna wrap it up. Who wanna wrap it up?
I think it should be Augie.
All right, boys. A great podcast. About what, like an hour and a half we're looking at.
I'm not gonna
Just
look.
about,
Yeah, probably
you
about an
know.
hour and a half, 2 hours.
If y'all disagree or agree, drop a comment below. You know what to do. Subscribe, like, and trying to share us.
100
Thank y'all for
likes.
staying
100
tuned.
likes. My boy Augie will shave his beard.
100, I'll do it for 100 likes. I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't make no
Nah,
fake accounts though.
man,
Don't do
man,
that.
man, 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 man. Fuck that. 100 likes. She ain't gonna have a face cam by the next podcast.
Shit.
Let's
Now
go.
facts.
Let's go.
And I want y'all to
Alright.
drop down below in the comments out of our teams who gonna be best. Jets, Giants, Chargers, or the Ravens.
Nigga, the
Yeah, I
goats.
like
The
that.
New York
Yep.
goats. The
Okay,
Jets.
okay.
Sleeping it. Come on,
Nah,
brother.
Giants.
Y'all do that.
NYG.
We're going to the
NYG.
Super Bowl. Chargers and the
Bro,
Ravens. I'm
bro,
calling it right now.
I'm gonna end it on this, right?
Brother,
Wait,
part
hold
two.
on.
What's up?
Hold on,
What's
hold on,
up?
hold
What's
on.
up?
Time
What's
out,
up?
time out. That nigga just said we're going to the Super Bowl, Chargers and the Ravens. How is that possible, brother?
Oh yeah,
Oh
that's
shit.
going on the top, cousin.
I'm thinking like East and West. I'm thinking they face each other.
But
Nah, but y'all don't want to see us in the playoffs. You already know that. Last time we saw you in the playoffs, we sent Lamar home. So,
now I'm
But
gonna
I
say
do
that
think
to
we're
you.
gonna.
What happened
I
the
do
last
think
time
we're
we
gonna
saw
first
y'all in
pass.
the playoffs?
I mean, we gonna see each other in the playoffs. I mean, you can say what happened last time we saw in the playoffs. What happened last
They keep cooking up that dope, man.